Hi, Weiyi. Let's see what you wrote here in your newest letter. You're writing to your relative. Let's see what you said. Dear James, I hope you're doing well. I'm so excited that you'll be coming over today. It's been such a long time since we last met. Not in, but it should be here at Grandma's party. You probably will meet at the party, not in. Although I won't be back to Toronto until this evening, you can still enter my house in the afternoon by using the door key. The most important thing to keep in mind is that I put the front door key under the outdoor rug. Okay, fine. I think taking public transport without the is the most economical way of getting to my house from the airport. Once you arrive at Terminal 1, you'll find the bus center connected to it. You can take the Go Bus 16 to Toronto Union Station and then walk about 15 minutes to my house. I'm sure it'll be a piece of cake for you to get to the house by using Google Maps. Okay. If you don't have any plans for the evening, we can have dinner together. I'll be back at around 7 p.m. and bring some takeaways. How about pizza and fried chicken? We can have some food and watch the exhilarating World Cup games. Let me know if you have any questions and if you are interested in the evening plan. Take care. Okay. So the one thing that I want to make sure, this is the part that students have the most trouble with, to give suggestions. Because what it's asking you to do is it's asking you to use some functional language, and it's the language of giving suggestions, which is rather specific. So you said we can do this. That's good. And then you said how about. So yeah, that's a suggestion. And then we can. Good. No, so I think you did fine. You did say we can, we can. There were other expressions of suggesting that you could have used, but I think what you did was fine. But this is a really important part because I think people underestimate task one. It's really rather specific. So you're not supposed to like express what the plans are. You're supposed to give suggestions. And that's what you did. So I thought you did fine. Directions to the house were fine. I mean, you did kind of use this thing about Google Maps, which wasn't great, but you know, it was fine because the rest of the language I thought was rather good. Uh, okay. So one thing I didn't really love was this sentence, although I won't be back to Toronto until this evening. I think it would have been more appropriate if you had explained that, you know, unfortunately something has come up at work, so I won't be back at home until this evening. However, you can still enter my house, etc., etc. That for me would have been a more logical sort of segue into all of this. So I would have preferred that. But again, on the whole, I thought it was a well-written letter. It was just, you know, a few of those things that kept it from being something really top notch. Okay, so let's take a look at what you wrote for task 2. All right, let's take a look. This is the benefits and drawbacks of moving to regional locations. Here's what you said. It is becoming increasingly common for local governments to encourage companies to relocate from large cities to suburban areas or small towns. While this trend could help companies to survive in the short term, it may hinder some companies from thriving in the long term. Great. Okay, let's see what you said. Moving from big cities to regional locations may benefit both employees and companies. Firstly, workers are likely to have a smoother commute to companies located in small towns because the local traffic volume tends to be much lower than that in cities during rush hours. In addition, some business parks in suburban locations are connected to bus stations, making it easier for commuters to take public transport. Secondly, the cost of running a business could be significantly lower in small towns compared to big cities. Salary levels, service costs, and business taxes are generally less expensive in regional areas. Regional, careful. Therefore, the entrepreneurs could save a large sum of money on costs, which might be crucial for startups with limited funding, singular, to survive. Okay, so I thought all this was really good. I thought it was really, really nicely constructed. I don't know why you say this is just a short-term solution, so that's a little confusing to me. I'm interested to see if somehow you explain it, because so far you haven't explained why these benefits are short-term only. Let's see what you said. However, regional locations may not be the ideal places for some companies to thrive in the long run. Okay. In particular, companies whose business depends on steady streams of customers, such as those in the hospitality and retail industries, may not achieve business growth in suburban areas. This is because these places have lower population densities compared to megacities and therefore cannot provide a constant stream of clients, limiting the potential to expand customer reach. Great. In addition, high-tech or pharmaceutical companies which wish to hire the most brilliant people are more likely to flourish in big cities instead of small towns due to the large talent pools they offer. For example, Silicon Valley has become, not becomes, has become a hub for successful tech corporations such as Google, mainly because it is close to prestigious universities located in large cities, which cultivate the world's best future engineers. Okay. Mm, Let me think about this for a second. Addition, they hire more, flourish in big cities. Okay, this isn't entirely true, but okay, I'll work with it. It's fine. In conclusion, while regional, you keep spelling regional wrong. While regional areas create a good business environment for employees and startups with insufficient funding, singular, they, not it, because it's regional areas, they may provide limited opportunities for some companies to achieve further business success. Okay, so this is actually quite good. There are some minor errors. These are not errors that are particularly significant. So I think this is a high scoring essay. I think you would do well with this. You developed well. I didn't feel like I had questions that remained unanswered. I feel like pretty solid. The only question, as I said earlier, that I did have is why you think it's a short-term solution only, because the benefits to it felt to me like they could be important long term as well. So I would be interested for you to kind of explore this, why you made this sort of distinction between short term and long term, because it felt to me like these were important things long term as well. So maybe that was my only real comment, other than small little grammatical and spelling mistakes. But like I said, a nicely written essay. Now I don't remember. Do we have another one from you? I'm not sure. Perhaps we do. I have to look. Okay, so it doesn't appear that you sent us the bonus task. People usually send all three together. Um, but I think you're doing great. There room for improvement? Yeah, of course there is. There are little things that I think you could improve to, get an even higher score. But I think you're definitely on the right track. So at this point, I invite you to sign up for another essay correction package if you feel like you got a little time and you would like to keep you'd like to continue keeping all these ideas and all this feedback fresh, and you want more practice. Totally encourage you to do that. If not, and you just want to go straight into your exam, then you're definitely at a good point to do that as well. So really the choice is yours. I hope we can continue working together so we can help you improve. But no matter what you decide, I want to wish you tons and tons of luck. And do let us know what happens. Thanks a lot.